Hey everyone, Will here from Mature Minded Gamers, and today I am joined by my lovely wife Stacy, and we are going to be playing through the first mission for Descent: Legends of the Dark. I am playing as Cyrus. Stacy, who are you playing as?
Bryn.
Alright, so she is the character with the crazy helmet, and so we're going to go ahead and jump right in to a game that I am very, very excited about. So let's go ahead and hit it up. So first off, what you're going to do is you're going to enter a party name. So we're going to call it the MMG. Alright, so we're going to embark. So first off, we got to pick our difficulty level. We're going to go with standard. And it's going to launch us into a little bit of a story. Got a big continue button down here, easy to miss.
The Uthuk Ilan, Waikar, the Undying, and his army of the undead, the Dragon Lords. 3 times has Terranorth been brought to the brink of ruin, and 3 times have great heroes risen to save it. But those heroes are gone, and the evil has returned. The first of Terranorth's 12 baronies has fallen to the Uthuk Ilan. The council dispatched a great army to meet the threat, sending the Uthuk scattering. But what was a single enemy became 10,000, as impossible to fight as smoke, but still as deadly as fire. Once again, darkness gathers. Uthuk stalk the wilds, the undead muster in the north, and another old enemy gathers its strength as the baronies falter.
Alright, so at this point the audio pretty much cuts out as far as the chat and everything, the voice acting, and it goes to where you're going to have to pretty much read this to your group. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're just going to kind of let you read it on screen a little bit, but we're going to go through each of these to give you enough time to read it, though. You know what? I'm going to do it. I think it'll be better for the video. A small caravan has made camp along the road through the hanging woods. One group of travelers sits apart from the rest. 4 figures stare into the flames of their campfire, each with their own thoughts. The fire cackles, the only sound in the summer night. We've nearly made it, Indris. Tomorrow we'll be in Frostgate, and then we can send our letter to the Baroness. Does the bird ever talk back? She's a fire spirit. She doesn't talk exactly. It's more of an empathic connection. Why write to Baroness Adeline? Since the accident that bonded me to Indris, well, we have more or less wander and look for opportunities to learn more magic. That's me right there. That's who I'm playing as. Alright. I'm hoping that Baroness Adeline will let me study her ailerons, those majestic birds Forthin is so famous for. I think they might be magical too. What about the rest of you? What comes next when we reach Frostgate? It doesn't matter. It has to matter. Silence reigns for a moment. Or I could guess. How about we play a guessing game? Alright, Bryn. It's Bryn, right? Let's see. I think, so we gotta choose here, Stacy. What do you think we should choose? What we think Bryn is doing? Is Bryn a hired mercenary, or do we think that you're a runaway princess fleeing an arranged marriage?
Runaway,
Hard mercenary?
Hard mercenary, yeah.
Alright. You were a hard mercenary. You took only the jobs that align with your own moral code until we were betrayed. Now you're seeking vengeance, hot on the heels of your former captain. Vengeance isn't the Marshal's way. We were trained to seek justice, which is a very different thing. But there aren't many Marshals anymore. The Uthuk attacked and nearly wiped us out before I'd completed my training. The Uthuk are a scourge on us all. I'm sorry, Bryn, if you ever want to talk. Galadin, you're next, I think. Is he writing a travelogue, or is he hunting the White Heart? I think he's hunting the White Heart, don't you?
Yeah.
You are hunting the White Hart, and you've promised your family you won't return until you found it and ask for its mystical boon. The White Hart? What sort of nonsense is this? Well, what then? Did you lose someone in Uthik too? Is that how you lost your hearing? Alright, so apparently Galadin is deaf. I lost my hearing in early adulthood, as is very common in my bloodline, and I don't care to answer any more questions. Reading everyone's lips by firelight is draining enough without dwelling on my past. Pastor Varix, if you want to learn... Oh, excuse me. Pastor Varix, if you want to learn more of our past, it's their turn next. Leave me out of this. Much too late, Varix, I think. The group chooses. You're searching for... You're traveling to...
Searching for.
I think he's searching for... Enough! My history is easy to guess. I did not tear my own wings to shreds. The hybrid drags one talon across the tattered mass of scars along one arm, all that remains of their wings. As for who tore them and why, that information is private. I will not share with the chance-met traveling companions who happen to be escorting the same caravan. The Dragon Lord who attacked Kel, did you have anything to do with... That time when the kin served Dragon Lords is long past. Some still do, but others have found a different path. A better path. I serve no dragon. Let us focus on the caravan. I saw lights through the trees. Not that far away, a guard tower? One of the barony's watchtowers guarding the road north, yes. With that so close by, we should have an uneventful night. The caravan settles down for the night. Merchants and hostlers spreading out into the surrounding woods for privacy and comfort. Surely with the watchtower close by, they will be safe. Alright, so we get to select our heroes. Now right now we are locked to these 4. There are 6 total in this game, but right now you can only choose these 4. The other 2 will come later. So we have to choose at least 2. Of course, I'm going to be Cyrus, and Stacy, you're going to be...
Bryn.
Bryn, alright. So we confirm that selection here. So it talks about, even if we are near a watchtower, we should set watch, Cyrus says. Any volunteers? As a group, choose which hero should be on watch. You want me to be on watch? I think you're more of the stalwart warrior.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Sure.
Alright, so Bryn is going to be on first watch. I'll take first watch, says Bryn. Just like when I was training to be Marshal of the Citadel, Bryn is on watch. Alright, as the night passes uneventfully with Bryn watching over the others as they sleep, but of course no great tale begins on a quiet night. Bryn spots movement in the shadows not far away from the caravan. In the dark, shapes too sinister to be animals pass through the trees and linger behind bushes. Something is not right. Alright, so it talks about welcome to the Descent of Legends of the Dark. You've begun your first quest of the campaign. The quest will teach you how to use the Descent of Legends Dark app. When a new rule is introduced, the tutorial will tell you where to learn more about the scribe in the booklet. I think it's pretty awesome. One of the things you can also do is you can hold down on the highlighted keyword there, and it actually breaks up, takes you right to the rules, which I think is really awesome. So when you have questions, you can continue on. Alright, so the movement in the dark draws Bryn towards a nearby lake. Place tile 10B and 1 water inlay. So the water inlays are the flimsy sheets. They're double-sided, and I understand now why they're flimsy, because when you place this down, you're going to be putting 10B on top of it, and you definitely don't want it to be tilted at all. So Stacy, the wonderful Stacy, is looking for tile 10B. She has found it, and she's going to place it right where it needs to go. Perfect job. Couldn't have done it better myself. Alright, so we've got our location here. I'm just going to take a quick second, make sure this is in view of the camera. Sorry about the wobble, everybody. That does look pretty good. I think we're going to maybe zoom in just a little bit here on the camera. Let's see if we can get maybe a little better shot here. I have to zoom out later on, and we'll explain that in a bit. So, alright, so we've got the tiles placed, and everything looks good there. So then we hit continue. So each underlay has different mechanical effects. For quick reference, tapping the underlay, you can learn more about underlays on page 23 of Learn to Play. So the underlays just talks about, again, you mouse over it, but when you click on it, it's going to tell you more about it. To the west of the lake, dark shapes twitch and fitter among the creakily swaying branches. Place one sight token. So sight tokens, when you become adjacent to the sight token, it interrupts. It does not take an action. You click it and you reveal what happens. So we place the sight token, and we've got to the east of the lake, the pathway continues. The darkness of a fiend, of a friend to bandits and mercenaries. You cannot shake the feeling you're being watched. So place another sight token. Great job. All right. So it talks about immediately resolving the effects by dragging the hero's portrait of the token, and continue on. In the darkness and lost in thought, you stray a little further from the camp and then attended on your watch. Place Bryn on the highlighted space. So more specifically, we have to place her right here as Stacey has placed her character. Bryn, the rest of the party will be placed later. So objective updated, investigate the darkness around the lake. Now you can go any direction here. You can pretty much explore any sight token. What is your movement?
My movement is 3.
Alright, so go ahead and make your movement. Your starting health is 10 minus 7. I've got the Glimmering Wand as my first layout with the Phoenix Bond as the starting. What did you pick as your starting power here? What does that say? What's that word there?
Outmaneuver.
Alright, and then you were going to be using the blade, or do you want to take the hammer?
Let's go with the blade.
Starting
first.
with the blade. Alright, so I'll just kind of place my figure up there, say I'm coming in later. Alright, so investigate darkness around the lake. It is the hero phase. Alright, so you are up. Go ahead and take your movements. What? Wait, I don't care which one. Which one do you want to do?
Let's go up and investigate this one here. There's 1, 2.
And notice she did move diagonally. That is actually 1000% allowed in this, which I love. So once she moves to that position, we go back to the app. We're going to drag Bryn to this sight token here. And it says thick clouds roll in, blocking what little light the moon provided. But as your eyes adjust, the path becomes clear to you. A cry for help echoes in the darkness. Discard the sight token. Alright, so we got to place tiles 5B, 11B, and 2 water underlays. So again, I've got the water underlays over here. So we're going to place one water underlay right there. And then we're going to place another one like so. Just like that. Alright. Yep, you did a great job. That's exactly how we need to orient it, just like so. Fantastic. So we got the tiles placed. Alright, and then we continue on, and then it says to place a tree. So we got these tree standees, which I actually put together, but then I glued, just because I don't want them falling apart in the box, and I think, honestly, it just makes it a little bit more sturdy. I got to take some black Sharpie, I think, because I'm going to go around the edges, kind of darken them up a little bit, give it a more solid feel, maybe even a brown on this particular one, but I'm going to place that here, as it says in the app. Most terrain is interactable, so you can actually interact with this tree, for example, and it may give us some items, which is pretty cool. Alright, pathway winds around the small lake. Place another sight token. Very nice. Oh, spawn the following enemy, a wolf. So we gotta spawn the wolf enemy, which I actually think are really cool miniatures. And we've also got to tell it that it's got the orange. And we're going to place that underneath the wolf itself. It pops in just like that, and it tells us exactly where we place the wolf, which is going to be 2 spaces away from the tree. And then it tells us to place a Berserker. Alright, so this Berserker is actually pretty neat looking. So he's got the big claw in his left hand. So we got to find that mini in this tray. Alright, I think I've got one here. Is that the Berserker, Stace?
Yep.
Alright. And it's red as well, or orange, I should say. So we'll pop that in the bottom, just like so. Alright, and it tells us it wants us to place it right here. Now again, what's really cool about this app, you can zoom in, you can also rotate the camera, which I do appreciate, and then you can move it around as much as you need to. So we got the Berserker placed. Uh-oh, we're under attack. A hero may perform a fight action against an enemy within range and line of sight by dragging the hero portrait of the enemy's portrait on the view screen. Alright, so as the sounds of battle, your companions jump to action. Place the remaining heroes in the highlighted space. Alright, so I'm going to place Cyrus, let's call him Cyrus. I'm going to place him right here. Come over here and aid you in this fight against this wolf, I think. All right, so you've moved, what, 2 spaces so far?
2, yep.
And you've got, and this is, you actually still get your movement points, right? So you get 1 more movement you can take and defeat the enemies. So actions you do in this game is actually pretty basic. You have a total of 3 actions. 1 of them has to be a move. The other 2 can be one of a different types. You can explore, which is if you have a token that is on the blue side, which is kind of like an interactable. You can fight. You can maneuver, which you gain movement points equal to your speed. So you can move 3 times. You can ready, which means you're going to flip a card, wiping out all tokens that are on the card, not just positive, not just negative, even fatigue tokens. And then you can also take a unique action, which is on the board, like for my Phoenix Bond, for example. So, alright, so after Brim finishes turn, each other hero takes turn. After all heroes have finished their turns, remember to end phase. Alright, so you got 1 more movement there, Stace. What do you want to do? You want to move towards that wolf? Do you want to go towards the other side token? What you thinking?
Oh, heck, let's go towards the wolf.
Alright, so moving towards the wolf. Okay. Now, you have 2 more actions. You have already taken your mandated required move action, right? Mm-hmm. And that move action can be, not moving at all. And then you have abilities down here, the outmaneuver, then you also have your sword. What are you thinking you want to do?
I'm thinking I want to use the outmaneuver and shift 3, and then attack an enemy.
Alright. So shift is a little different than maneuver. There's a condition called impeded. Once you go into a spot adjacent to an enemy figure, your movement immediately becomes 0. If you had any, you would only generate 1. So if she were to do a maneuver, as soon as she moves here, her maneuver becomes 0. She would actually pretty much have to stop. Because she's shifting, she can actually continue to move however many spaces she wants. So you want to shift 3 spaces? Where do you want to go?
Yes, let's shift 3 spaces, and then it also says that after this attack, flip this card.
Alright, so it says to shift 3 and then attack?
Yep.
So where do you want to go? Do you want to move up? How do you want to move?
Yeah, then attack the enemy.
Yep.
Let's just go up 3 and then attack him.
Alright, so go ahead. So you want to move...
1, 2, and we can move diagonally.
Absolutely. So get on the other side, right by that tree, so you can investigate that later. That's pretty smart. Alright, so then you've got your attack die. Now on your... Well, you're going to attack first, right?
Yes.
Alright, so you're going to roll your attack die, which is the 1 black die, right?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, so she got a star, and she got a surge. So the star is a success, so that's going to do 1 success. So when we attack, we're going to take Bryn's card here. We're going to drag it up to the wolf. And she is using her sword. She's got at least 1 success here, right?
Correct.
Alright, and then what does your surge do?
My surge, I may add 1 star to an adjacent hero. May discard 1.
Oh, add a star, and then an adjacent hero made burn of fatigue, discard fatigue.
Burn of fatigue, yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 successes, right?
And then if I use my weapons blade,
The Wanderer's Blade, yeah?
During an attack or defense, if you are adjacent to another hero, add another star, but I'm not adjacent to another hero,
Alright.
Can't use that.
That's okay. So you got 2 successes there, right?
Yes.
Now we don't know if this creature is weakness to anything. We got a slashing type damage here. Let's confirm this and see what happens. Now, one thing it is telling us here is it's this wolf has feral. After the attack, the enemy shifts 1 space towards you. Then if it's adjacent to you, you suffer a damage. So we're going to go ahead and confirm this. Alright, so that's 7 damage. Obviously this creature is definitely weak to slashing, which is good, right? Mm-hmm. So after the attack, he's going to shift 1 towards you and you suffer a damage. Alright, so that's actually one of the things that I'm going to go to the rulebook first for, because I'm wondering is if you suffer, does that mean you just take the damage, or can you try to defend against that? Why couldn't you try to defend against that?
I don't know.
So let's see if we can find that. Well, of course, if you... oh, here we go.
That just tells you.
So damage represented by icon damage invaluable. Typically enemies and heroes and enemies suffer damage by being attacked. However, they can suffer damage because of other game effects as well. So yeah, looks like you're just going to take one. Alright, so just kind of reminded you of the ability. Now you did your unique charge, right? Now when you flipped, because you're going to flip your card, you no longer have the outmaneuver, you have something different.
I have steady defense. So during your or an adjacent hero's defense, add 1 star.
That's pretty good when you're guarding. That's going to actually be pretty good that you're up there in front of everything, right? So what do you want to do for your third and final action?
I want to go ahead and attack him again.
Alright, so you were going to use the blade and you'd be attacking the wolf. Let's see what you get. Same result.
Same result.
Alright, but this time does your surge do the same thing?
Yep, surge is the same thing.
Alright, so that's 2 successes. We're going to go ahead and confirm that for a total again of 7 damage. And then after the attack, you're going to take another damage. Alright, so that's okay. So now it is my turn, the mighty Cyrus. I have my Glimmering Wand, which is a ranged weapon. I can actually shoot it at range 4. My movement is 4. I'm a little bit quicker. 1, 2. So if I get up to 1, 2, and get up to here. Oh, the line of sight thing? Yeah, that's actually a good point. So there's actually this tool in here for the line of sight, and you can actually pick a spot on the board of wherever I decide to be. So I'm actually going to be moving to this spot here. And what it actually shows me is everything that is yellow is within line of sight. Everything that is in orange is 2 spaces away, so if your weapon has reach, and everything in red is adjacent for melee weapons without reach. So that's really cool. There's never a question on if you actually have line of sight or not. Thanks for reminding me of that. I appreciate that, Stacy. Alright, so I'm going to be here. I have range 4, but yes, I'm actually going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces away. And I'm going to take my second action, and I only moved, 2 spaces? So I have 2 movements still. I'm going to go ahead and attack the wolf with my Glimmering Wand. Now, my dice for my attacks is actually this D8. And I got 2 successes. So I tell it I got 2 successes. Alright, so is there anything else that I can do? Nope. Alright, so let me go ahead and confirm that. Ooh, 5 damage. Alright, so he is feral, and he is going to shift towards me. He's not adjacent. He's going to shift 1 space towards me. He's not adjacent. I don't suffer any damage. And then for my last action, I'm going to go ahead and shoot again with my wand. Rolling the magical bean footage dice, and I got... Alright, we got a surge. We got a success. And we got the advantage symbol. Now this is kind of a new symbol here. Now you can place a fatigue on any card. Doesn't have to be the weapon, doesn't have to be your character card, to add a success. You can also do different things, like for example on the opposite side of Cyrus's board, I can spend a fatigue, and after I roll, convert 1 advantage to 2 successes, which is pretty cool. So what I can do is I can take a fatigue token. I'm going to go ahead and place that on Cyrus. And by doing so, that's going to take that to 2 successes. And then I can go ahead and spend the surge to add another success. So that's going to be 3 successes on the wolf, which should be enough to kill it. 8 damage, yes, it knocks it out. The foe crumples to the ground. Remove the wolf. And we'll set the wolf to the side over here for now. Alright, so that was all 3 of my actions, right? I moved, but I have 2 more movement. Correct?
Yep.
So we're going to go ahead and go 1, 2, moving up towards you. And down here you can go ahead and click on the darkness phase in turn. So it's going to tell you to resolve infection or terror. We'll go over those when those actually occur. And then each hero may discard a fatigue. I actually don't want to discard my fatigue token that I have on Cyrus. I actually want to keep that because my Phoenix Bond is a pretty cool little magical trick I want to show. Alright, so now the Berserker is going to tell us what we're going to do. It's going to tell us who it's going to go after. It's going to go after me. Bloodlust. After the defense, the Berserker shifts 1 towards and attacks a second hero if possible. So after I roll my defense, so it's going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to get all the way to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then it's going to attack me for 4. Now my defense, again, is this orange die. I got 1 success and a surge. So I could take that surge and I could make a success. So yeah, I'm going to take 2 successes on that 2 success. So I'm going to be able to block 2 of this damage. So I'm going to take from 7 down to 5. So took a little bit of wounds there. And then after the defense, the Berserker shifts 1 towards and attacks the second hero if possible. Doesn't actually need to shift. It's actually just going to attack Bryn. Berserk howls, wide eyes gaze at Bryn for the unfathomable rage. So this here, it's going to be hitting you for 4. Same.
Still says your name though.
Right, but it's going to attack second hero possible with the same.
Okay.
Alright, so 2 successes. Do you have any other abilities? Like spending fatigue to gain any extra things? Like your Starward Defense, what does that say?
Well, during your or an adjacent hero's defense, add 1 star.
Yeah, for 2 fatigue?
Mm-hmm.
Say you can take 2 fatigue and add a success. That make 3 successes. What does your sword say?
During your attack or defense, if you are adjacent to another hero, add another star.
Oh, alright, so you're just going to take 1. So you have 3 successes minus the 4, so that's just 1 damage. Not too bad. Berserker howls, wide eyes gazing at Bryn with unfathomable rage. Kind of gives you an idea that maybe it's going to go after Bryn next turn. So, alright, we get to decide who is going next. What are you thinking?
I'll go.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Okay, so I'm not going to move.
Okay.
Because, well, he's right there.
Yep. So you can take 2 attack actions. You got...
Alright, so I'm going to attack the Berserker.
Yep, so let's go and do that. Berserker up here, and you use your sword, right?
Yep. So I've got 2 successes there, but I also got 2 advantage pluses.
Mm-hmm.
So I can place 1
Fatigue.
fatigues
Yep.
to add a success.
Yep. And you can either place that again when you place something. You can place it on here. The max stam that she has, max fatigue limit, is actually 3. So she can't place any more on this card, but 1. She can't place any more than 1. She can place up to 2 on this one. She should place 1 and 1 and make them both successes. Make 4 successes if she wants.
Yep.
And I think that's what she's going to do. Alright, let's see what happens. So, anger. The enemy's damage is permanently increased by 1. Ooh, that's nasty. What I like about this is it automatically tracks it in the app. You don't have to add anything. 12 damage. Nasty hit. Nasty hit.
But we also didn't find out what his weakness is either.
Oh, we still don't know what his weakness is. Now, we can always click him and we can see more about, give him information. We can put different status effects on him. If you do direct damage, you can modify here. Pretty neat. Alright, so that was your first action.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hit him again.
Alright. So that was a lot of damage for 1 attack, and he's not even weak to it. So great job.
Okay, 2 successes. Now I've already used my stamina there, and I can't do any more there, so I'm just going to take the 2.
Yep, so 2 successes, see what happens?
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be enough to kill him. Bam! 6 damage. Great job. So he is crumbles like a cookie. Alright. Awesome, awesome. Your foe crumbles to the ground. Remove the Berserker. Alright, so now the clouds over the moon part, illuminating the clearing. A baronial watchtower stands not far away. Place 1 archway. So again, I got the archway already built. It's asking us to place it here. We've got a chest. It's wanting us to place it here. And then we've got the well. It's wanting us to place that right by the lake again. Great. Awesome. So any creatures going to pop, you think?
I sure hope not.
Alright. Objective updated. Enter the watchtower. Some tokens and terrain can give you a clue as to what's inside or what attribute you need to test. Tap on them to give a preview of what could lie within. Try tapping on the chest of the wall to learn more about them. So if we tap on the wall, the heavy door is locked from the inside. The chest lock is so rusted and damaged that no key could open it. Forcing the lid would only require true feat of strength. Now I'm not I'm not the strongest. You get a +2 to your strength checks, right?
Yep.
The water shimmers, inviting the weary to taste. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome. So what do you want to do now?
Well, I'm going to turn around and for my last official action, I'm going to interact with this tree.
Well, you've taken 2 fight actions.
Right.
And
now I have to take a move action.
You have to take a move.
I have to take a move.
But you can move 0.
Well, I can get a little bit closer so I have less to go the next time.
1.
And just go right there.
Just go right there. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do my first action here. I'm going to move 1, 2, and I'm going to go ahead and interact with this tree. The tree has round green fruit on the lower branches, plants and mushrooms growing up on its side, and a sturdy trunk you could climb. I'm going to go ahead and pick the fruit. You pick one on the low-hanging fruits in the tree. As you bite into it, it's a sweet taste. It's a little tart at the end. You feel revived. Ooh, I get to heal too. So I go from a little bit of damage to full health. And then my second action, or excuse me, my third action, because my first one was the move, I'm going to go ahead and forage for plants.
Well,
you forage on the ground around the tree looking for anything of interest. The following has been added to your inventory to be used later. 15 herbs and some glowing mold. And down here it kind of shows you what you got added. Alright, so I've still got some movement left, but I think I'm going to just hang out here. And we've got plenty of time and see what happens. Darkness phase. With no infection or terror, we may discard 1 stam. I do not want to discard any. Fatigue, I keep calling it stamina. It's fatigue in this. Alright, so we are up. What do you want to do?
You can go first.
You want me to go first?
Sure. Mix it up a little bit.
Well, I gotta go over here. So I gotta go this way. I mean, I can climb the tree, I guess. What does it require? Let's see here. They're going to spend an action to search the tree. Well, can I eat more fruit? Nope, kind of locks you out of those options. I could try to climb it, but I don't know what kind of test that would be. I don't think I'm much of a climber. I think I'm more of a wizard. So we're going to go right here, and that means that I've got to reveal this sight token. This says the pathway around the lake becomes clear. Discard both sight tokens. All right, so both of these come off. And we got tile 4B. Alright, so 4B is going to place it right here, giving us a little bit of a lake in the middle. Another tree. Alright. Populate the map. Uh-oh. A bandit. Well, that was unexpected, wasn't it? Alright, so let's find the bandit miniature. There we go. So it's a pretty cool mini, and it's wanting us to place it right here. But what color is it wanting? The orange.
Orange.
Thanks. Good call. Almost forgot all about that, didn't I? Okay, got it placed. Okay. So I've just moved 1 space, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to blast it with my shimmering wand. Let's see what happens. Actually, does he have any special abilities? No special abilities. So I'm just going to blast him. So I'm going to use my wand. And let's see what happens. I got a surge and a success. So let's at least 1 success. I can add a success, and I may move 1 stamp fatigue from one card to another. I don't want to do that, but I'm going to add success. So I'm going to take 2 successes, 4 damage. Alright. Well, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and fatigue up my glimmering wand. And what that allows me to do is after the attack, the hero may shift 2. So I'm actually going to shift 2 towards the well. And that is not my movement. That's just my ability of my wand. Alright. And then for my last action, I'm going to try to blast it again. Oh, it was telling me something. I missed it. After the attack, this enemy shifts 2 away from the hero. I didn't even see that before. Alright, so he's going to move 2 away. Well, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have shifted that way, would I? I can shift. So we're going to go 1, 2, and he's going to shift 2 away. So he's going to try to get away from all of us. Alright, so then I'm going to blast him again. Here's my wand. See, I didn't remember seeing that before, did you?
I don't remember.
It was a little finicky there. Alright, so we got a success and another. Let's go ahead and do 2 more damage, 2 more successes here. And then I'm going to use the surge. I'm going to move a fatigue from my wand over to my character card and confirm it. And that's 3 damage. Alright, so after the attack he shifts 2 away. So we can kind of put him in a corner over here, aren't we? He's not baby at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Those are my 2 actions. How many? I got, what? 2 movements still? 3? Yeah. So it was here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or was I here?
You were here because you interacted with the tree.
I did. 1, 2. Blasted him, shifted 2. So I got 2 more movement. I'm actually going to move this way. I'm going to move back over to the well where I originally wanted my last part of my turn. That's really one thing I really like is you get the movement points, and doing other actions doesn't take away from your movement. So, all right, what are you going to do, Stacy?
I'm going to try to interact with this tree.
All right, so you're going to interact with the tree. Can't pick the fruit, can't forage the plants.
We're going to climb it.
Try to climb. The tree is a round green fruit, and this says you prop your foot on the low branch and attempt to leverage yourself in the tree. Test might. So when you do a test, you're going to roll 2 black dice, and you also have a modifier in your character card, so it'll be +2 for Bryn.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4.
+2 for your stat, so that's 6 successes
That's
already.
6. And then I had 2 pluses, so I can also add a star for each advantage.
Right,
So-
yep, taking fatigue points, yep.
Yep.
You're going to take 2 of those.
1, 2, and there's 2 more.
Alright, so a total of 8 successes. Here we go. You definitely swing up the branches and find yourself with a great vantage point. You prepare 2 cards. Now, that's just a pretty cool ability, actually. So prepare is, you can take these purple tokens, and you place these on 2 different cards, and at any time, for no cost of an action, you can actually spend these tokens and flip a card over. Now, that is amazing, because usually it's an action to be able to flip a card over. So, pretty awesome. Great job with that. So that was your first action.
Yep. So I am going to then move. And I'm going to move towards the other tree. 1, 2, 3.
Alright. You got 1 more action. It can be anything you want. You have this token which lets you flip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could always do that and then charge them.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's flip over my hero card.
So by doing that, you remove all your fatigue and that token. So just put that to the side. I may use that again.
It goes back to the outmaneuver, so I can shift 3 and then attack an enemy.
So where you want to be? You want to go 1, 2, then here?
Yeah, that's fine.
So you're next to the tree?
Yep.
Alright, so you, for your last action, you are going to be attacking the bandit with your sword. Unless you want to flip it to the warhammer. Because you have that prepared. I mean, not necessarily that's a good idea. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what his,
Is he weak to
we don't know
slashing?
yet.
Oh,
No, he's not weak to slashing. No.
He's not, huh?
No.
Oh, my goodness. I mean,
So-
it's possible he's weak to...
Let's go ahead and flip that over, get rid of my fatigue, and we'll go with the hammer this time.
Alright, weighted hammer.
2 successes.
2 successes. Alright. Anything else you can do?
Well, I can, for 2
Fatigue?
fatigues, I can add 1. So that's a 3.
Okay. And then after the attack, you may move the enemy 1 space away from you. He's kind of in a corner, so...
I can't really move him. But let's go with the 3 and see if he's weak to this.
9 damage! Oh, he's at 1 health. Holy cow, it was so close. He's not weak to it, though. I wonder what he's weak to. Alright, after the attack, the enemy shifts 2 spaces away, so... I mean, he's not moving further. He's not moving further, so... I'm thinking he's just going to stay there. Alright, so... You interacted, you moved, you You took a prepare, which was free, and then you charge for your third. That was pretty epic. That was 3 turns for you. 3 actions. So now up is the darkness phase. Now again, we got to resolve infection and terror. We may discard a fatigue. I'm going to go ahead and take it off of my glimmering wand. You're going to take one off of your warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Alright, so he's targeting you. Serrated Bolt. During the defense, the first time the hero places a fatigue on a card, they also scar it. So scarring is a really unique ability. Whenever you flip a card, prepare a card, or whatever, that has a scar on it, you're going to take 2 damage. He's going to move 3. And he wants to be 2 away, so he's actually going to go 1, 2, 3. So that way he's 2 away from you. And then he is going to attack you for 4. Oh, 3 blocks. So that's only going to be 1 damage. That's pretty good, because you don't want to scar a card, though, right?
Right.
It's a Serrated Bolt. So just 1 damage. Alright, the bandit pulls out several knives with one hand and raises a fully loaded repeated crossbow with the other. That's not good. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. So I'm within line of sight, because I am here right next to the thing, right? And he is right here. So I'm within line of sight of him. And if I do this, and this will give you all the actions you need to do to maybe search this tree for your actions, I can actually use my Phoenix Bond, and I can spend an action. An enemy in line of sight suffers 2 damage. It's not a success. It's just literally 2 damage for each fatigue on this card. Then flip the card. So I'm essentially going to do 4 damage to him for these 2 fatigue. That's pretty nasty. So clicking on him, we can just assign some damage. So we can assign to, he goes down to 0. He's dead. Alright, he crumples to the ground. Remove the bandit. So we got him. And that was my first action. Then I gotta flip the card. So now I'm on my Empower side. And second action, I'm gonna go ahead and check this well out. The old well exudes hints of natural power. Let's extract some essence. Dipping your fingers into the still waters, you reach for what you cannot see. Test insight. So my insight is +2. Alright, so I got 3, 4, 5. I could fatigue up to make, I could fatigue out twice to make both of these 4. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 successes. 11 successes because of my insight plus. Right? So 1 fatigue after you roll, convert 1 advantage to a plus. And there's no reason I guess I can't fatigue that up twice, right? Okay, so that's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah.
Now,
Infusing the well with heat and magic, extract essence from the water without damaging the structure. The following has been added to your inventory to use later. 1 Akos and 2 Umbros. Okay. So then my last action... Oh, you know what we didn't place here, Stace? We didn't place the actual door.
Whoops.
We just had a big opening there, didn't we? Perfect. Alright, so I have a move. I think I'm going to go ahead and just move towards the... 1, 2, 3. I'm going to move towards the door, but I'm not going to interact. I think you're better at the chest because you're stronger than me, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I mean, should I go ahead and work on the chest to... Really doesn't matter, does it? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get right there. So if you need some help. Alright, those are my 3 actions.
Okay. I am going to interact with the tree. I'm going to go ahead and pick some fruit.
Alright. So heal 2. So what does that take you up to?
8.
Alright, max of 10. You took a little bit of damage though, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Let's go ahead and interact with it again. We're going to go ahead and get the plants, because I'm sure you'll be able to use those later.
You forage on and around the tree, look for anything of interest. The following has been added to your inventory, use later. 5 minerals, 1 toxos from some mangy furs, 4 herbs, and some firewood. Alright, that's pretty nice. Okay. So do you think you should not move and try to climb the tree and get some repair tokens again?
Sure. Might be beneficial.
Try it out. Alright, we're going to end the turn here. Darkness phase. Alright, so I am going to remove some fatigue. I'm going to remove 1 fatigue from my character sheet. Our turn again. Do you want to go ahead and climb the tree real quick?
Sure.
See what's up there?
And then I'll scoot on over to the...
Yeah. Yeah, test might. I got a +2 to this roll. Total of 6. Right?
Yep.
You definitely swing at the branch to find yourself in the great vantage point. You may prepare 2 cards. Alright. So that's all the actions you really do with this tree, right? I think it'll even tell us.
We've done everything as far as I know.
A little else you can do. Yep, okay. So you want to move, you said? 1, 2, 3.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and use my shift. Move 3 more and get up to that chest.
Or you just take another maneuver.
Or I'll just take another maneuver, yeah.
Right,
That's just...
Well, 1. But you don't have any more actions, right?
Right, that's
There's
it.
3 actions? Okay.
But I'm there.
Right. So it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and interact.
Or I could go again. Because it doesn't matter what order we go in.
You just went 3 times.
Yeah.
That's my turn, because I haven't gone yet.
Oh, you haven't gone yet. I'm
right.
sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. Just remember that was the end of the phase before?
I gotcha, yeah.
So if you have a hard time finding, being able to click on these things, because it can be kind of tricky, you just rotate the camera. So I'm going to go and interact with this chest. Test might. Now I'm not very strong. I'm a -1 in my successes, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I could empower this, but I kind of want to save it. I don't really... I think just getting a little bit, maybe busting it up a little bit with 4 successes, I think will be good for when you interact with it next. And then second action is I'm going to interact with it, test it a little bit more, see if I can... Hey, this time I got 4 successes, straight up.
Interesting.
Oh, it went ahead and popped open. The following has been added to your inventory to use later. Half recipe, huh? A haft. It's like a sword? Like a hilt of a sword? Or a bow?
I think it's more of a staff.
Ah, okay.
Well,
You notice the lid is
what's
heavier than
new
expected,
with
so you
this?
reveal a hidden compartment underneath. The following has been added to your inventory to use later. A hooked hammer. Cool. Well, what's cool about it is the app actually keeps track of that.
Oh.
So when you actually go to prepare for your next encounter, from what I understand, it's just to like tell you what everything it does. So that's the end of our phase, because I'm not going to... Well, maybe I can move, get out of your way. I don't
Well,
really
I
think it
can't do
matters.
anything with the chest anymore.
Yeah, I'm going to move right there, just kind of get ready to go through the door. Alright, so we can discard... I'm going to discard fatigue. Alright, he onto the hero phase again.
I'm going to move on over towards the well and see if I can't get my health up another couple notches, because we don't know what's going through that door.
That's true. You want to drink from it then?
Yep.
Because you can't... Ooh, issue a challenge? I wonder who does that, or toss a coin.
I don't know.
You may discard 2 fatigue from each of your cards.
Okay.
I didn't give us health.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was 2 actions.
Yep. All
That was your
right.
3 move. Do you want to just move towards the door?
Just move towards the door. Yep.
Alright. So should I try to bust down the door?
Sure.
Or should I wait?
Nah, go for it.
Alright, let's bust her down. I could have sworn I saw light coming from this tower earlier tonight. I hope everyone inside is alright. Cyrus steps forward. I learned this trick from one of my mentors as a way of getting past impassable doors. Test Insight 5. Alright, so I really just need 3 successes. I got 5, plus 2, it's 7. So I definitely passed it. So if you know, because if you notice on this one, it's, you have a number you got to hit equal to or less than. And you pass or fail, it's not you telling it numbers. The door gives way to your efforts. Remove this door. Alright, so like Munchkin, kick open the door. And then we've got to build our first thing of terrain. So we need the stairwell. Alright, so that's going to go right here. Then we're going to need 4 of the small pillars. Alright, so...
Shift it down so we can...
Yeah, we'll check the camera here in a second. It's good thinking. Let's get this thing built real quick.
Yeah, it's getting out
Is that add a frame?
of... Yeah.
Yeah, I'll adjust it in a second here. So everybody's going to be able to see where we're at. Alright, so this It's going to go right here. So let's, again, we'll place that, and then let's look at the camera real quick, kind of see what we need to do. Alright, so once we got that, so we're going to need to shift the, yep, I'm going to shift that down this way a little bit. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Looks good right there. Alright.
I don't remember where that was.
Oh, you're talking about the water?
Yeah, where the well. It was right there.
Yeah, so this one is here. This one goes down. Yeah, here. Something like that. We'll check it. We'll check it in a second. We'll check it. Don't worry about it. Alright, so let's see if that's in camera a little bit better. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's look at this map. Let's make sure it's all... So there's actually 2 spaces there. Oh, you're shifting it the wrong way.
Wrong way.
Definitely need a lot of table space. Lots and lots of table space. Alright, so that'll be perfect. Now we open that chest, so that chest is gone. Alright, so we place 16A, 4 pillars, 1 staircase. So it told us to do that, we're good. Then it wants us to place another staircase right here. We've got a couple more doors we need to place. And then we need the heavy gate. There you go. A heavy gate. Uh-oh. We got another bandit. Where's he go? Does he go right there? Is that right?
I think so.
Okay. Alright, find the keys to the gate room. Alright, so we've got a gate here. Alright, so all I've done is open this door, right?
Yeah.
You went over to the well, you moved up, and then that was all your turns. All I've done is open the door.
All you've done is open the door.
Oh, man, this is not good. I really don't want to be the one that rolls in here. Well, let's do it anyway. So I've got 1 for inside the door, 2, 3. I'm 4 spaces away exactly, right? Am I counting that right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to blast with our 1 for my 3rd action. What do I need here? I need some successes. Oh, I just got 2 successes. Anything I can do? No. This is after the attack. This thing shifts 2 spaces away. Alright, so hit him. 3 damage. Not a lot. He's going to shift 2 spaces away. He can only really shift 1 to get away from me. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fatigue up my Glimmering Wand, actually, and I'm going to shift back. I think he's going to come after me. Alrighty, so we're done, yes?
Yep.
Alright, we resolve Infection Terror, and each hero may discard a fatigue. Any fatigue on you?
No, sir.
I do not either. Alright, Serrated Bull, always coming after you. 3 movement, so he's going to move 1, 2, 3. Is he within range 2? 1, 2. He's not actually within range 2 of anybody. So if he can't hit you, he would attack me, but yeah, so he's going to do 4. But it does nothing. So we're good. During the defense, first time place or fatigue on this card, you also scar it. Alright, the bandit crouches low, daggers out, and beckons you forward with a flick of 1 of those rusted tips. Alright, so I'm going to check on this camera real quick. Sorry about the wobble, everybody. Make sure everything's looking good. Doesn't tilt anymore. Can you still see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay, well, let's continue on in this adventure. We're in this giant watchtower. Got a bandit right in front of us. I think, what do you want to do? Can Mighty Bryn get all the way in through there?
1, 2, 3.
You could do your outmaneuver thing, right?
Yes. So
Does your Warhammer have reach or anything? No?
just crushing.
Yeah. And I don't think we know any weaknesses for these bandits, do we?
No.
It's not crushing or slashing, so...
Alright, so yeah, I can get up to him.
Remember, he is going to shift 2 spaces away from you after the attack.
Right. So let's head on up 3 spaces. First, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Then I will go ahead and use my outmaneuver and shift 3 spaces towards him and attack. I don't need 3 spaces.
Well, let me ask you a tactical question here. So you can shift, right? Mm-hmm. Does it just say shift towards or just shift?
Shift.
So what if you shifted 1, 2, 3 and got on the other side of him? So that way when he moved away, he actually moved towards me, and we kept him bouncing around.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
1, 2, 3, shift, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then attack.
All right. So this is part of your second action.
This is part of my second action.
Yeah.
So 3 hits.
So you were attacking the bandit with your Warhammer. The bandit steps forward, negates your before you can attack, thrusting a rusted knife. Bryn suffers 5 damage. Agility negates.
What does negate?
What just happened here? Oh man, you suffer 5 damage. Agility. So you actually test agility.
Okay.
Agility is -1. So you're going to suffer 1 damage. Well, that was crazy. We haven't seen that before, have we? Alright, so go ahead and roll your attack now.
Okay. I have a hit and a surge.
A hit. So that's 2 successes. Okay.
And I can go ahead and use my fatigue.
Yeah.
And do 1 more. Because during my attack, add 1.
Yeah.
And then after this attack on my hammer, I may move the enemy 1 space away from me.
Okay.
What if I'm going to attack him again? Then I don't want to do it.
Well, after this attack, he's going to shift 2 spaces away from you anyway.
No, because that was only my... Oh, yes. Never mind.
So we're going to confirm that for 3 successes,
no,
right?
I've still got 1 more move. I've still got 1 more action.
Yeah, but after this attack. You're attacking right now.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So
You're
3
right.
successes, right?
Yep.
Oh, 8 damage. Nice hit. Alright, so he's going to you're going to push him, right?
Yep.
With your hammer. And then he's going to move 2 spaces away. He's going to get right next to me.
He's going to get right next to you.
Which is fine. Alright. So then you got 1 more action, though, like as you say. But, remember you did your outmaneuver, so you have to flip that, which loses that token. That's a bummer. But...
That's okay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. I won't be next to him. I'm gonna guess that you can take care of him the rest of the way. He's only got 6
health.
So as
my awesome phoenix can decimate this worthless bandit.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and go for the door over in the corner. Move 3.
That one?
Towards, doesn't matter which. I mean, I just don't think we can get through the locked gate just yet. So.
Would you want to go towards that one?
Sure. That
Okay.
looks good.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use my glimmering wand on this bandit. Still haven't switched over to my other weapon yet, because I just like this wand. Alright, so I got, again, 2 successes. I can move a fatigue. I'm going to go ahead and move the fatigue over to my character card. No, you know what? I'm going to keep it on my wand, actually. And I'm going to do 2 hits on him. Total of 3 damage. And then and he's going to shift 2 away from me. So he's going to move 2 away from me. And then we're going to attack again because it is a ranged weapon, which I'm good. And I got 2 pluses, so I'm actually going to spend 2 fatigue. I'm actually going to put this on my... I'm actually going to put that on my glimmering wand because it has a fatigue limit of 3. And that'll actually be 4 successes. Total of 8 damage. Alright, so knocked him out. The following has been added to your inventory to be used later. 3 cloth, 3 leather from a muddy vest, fortified half piece. We already got the half piece, didn't we?
Well, maybe we need it for fortified heft recipe.
Oh. Did we already have the recipe?
I don't know, maybe we need another one.
I don't remember. Thought we did, though. Alright, so he is knocked out. Great job. Teamwork there. And I'm going to take my maneuver 1, 2, 3, 4. I will stand next to this door with you. And then we will end the phase. Darkness phase. Infection and terror we can each remove. I'm going to go ahead and remove fatigue from the wand. It's back to us. You want to smack this door open?
Sure.
The door swings open, revealing a small cellar. Remove this door. Alright. Then we got, another stairwell. I think it'll be fine.
It's getting real close.
That's alright. And then we need 6A.
It needs to shift towards me some.
Kind of impossible. Alright, so 6A is going to go here. We've got a bookshelf down at the end. And then, hey, that bookshelf seems like it has plenty for me to investigate. I've got this. Cyrus points to the bookshelf. Cyrus must be the first one to interact with the shelf. A baronial guard lays unconscious in the corner, covered with deep gashes. Place 1 explorer token right there in the corner. That guard, I think I know him. A look of worry crosses Bryn's face. Only Bryn may interact with this token. You got a move action still?
Yep, let's move it on down towards him.
1, 2, 3. You're going to have to take your third action to move again, I think.
That's perfectly fine.
Just move you to the
Yep.
edge. Alright, then my turn. I'm going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move again. 1, 2. And then take my third action to interact with this bookshelf. Books, bottles, and baubles line 3 shelves, all covered in dust. We've got to search these books, see if I can find some ancient tombs of knowledge.
Well,
The following
what's
recipe has been
this?
added to your inventory to use later. Rabbit foot potion recipe. Cool. As you gather items off the shelf, you find a small key. And we got one of the 4 keys. Alright, as you step away from the bookshelf, 2 books catch your eye. Which one will you take? These are Cyrus's virtues. Virtues have an effect on your hero's fate and journey. These may carry forward with both narrative and mechanical implications later in the campaign. You can learn more about virtues in the app. We have a personal history of the Timorian, Volume 7, or recipes and spells for the community. Alright, well, to be honest with you, I want to become the most powerful mage in all of Tamriel. Ready?
Sure.
It's not Tamriel, that's Elder Scrolls.
No. Isn't it Frostgate?
Tyranoth. There we go. Alright, so I selected my virtue. Didn't do anything other than that. Okay, so now that's the end of our turn, right? So let's go ahead and end her up. Move some more fatigue. Any fatigue on your character? That's good. Alright, you probably want to interact with this person, don't you?
Sure.
That's good.
Before it keels over.
From your belt, you pull out a small water skin and lift the guard's head to drink. The wetness of his lips revives him. He squints slightly at you. It can't be. Lady Bryn? I remember you as a wee child, you and Lady Catherine playing together. My, how you've grown. Be careful, Lady Bryn. The Uthik's attack against us was unlike anything I've ever seen in all my years of service. A powerful blood witch led them, accompanied by bandits and zealots. I only heard snippets, but she said something about calling on a demon from beyond the veil. Whatever she is planning, if she succeeds, it will be our downfall. He pulls himself up to rest against the darkened corner of the cellar. You need this to go through the gate, and these to aid you on your journey. He passes you a key and 2 vials.
Good.
Ooh,
Grab it.
gain the following cards. 2 Vigor Potions. You have gained Vigor Potion consumable. Alright, give each hero 1 copy of the Vigor Potion. This could come in handy. What does the Vigor Potion do? It says during your turn, you or an adjacent hero either heals 3 health or discards 3 fatigue. Alright, so there are 2 sides of this. One is an upgraded side, would let you discard 3 health and 3 fatigue. But we are on the standard side because we have not upgraded these. We must reclaim this watchtower. We must save. These are Bryn's virtues. So, we either must save this watchtower which protects the barony, your nobility, or these people who are the lifeblood of the barony, your valor.
Valor.
Alright, so we must reclaim this watchtower. We must save these people who are the lifeblood of the barony. Alright, we got a key. We got 2 of 4. And you got 1 move and 1 more action. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to move my little bottom out of here and move over to the next door.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So we're going to put you right there next to it. Perfect. Alright, so that ends that turn, yes?
Sounds good to me.
That explore token went away, so we'll take that off the board. Alright, I got 1 stamina I get rid of, so I'm good there. Hero phase. Well, I'm going to go ahead and finish interacting with this bookshelf. Let's go ahead and get a bottle. A tall, thin bottle is filled with a shimmering gold ooze. One hero may either swap any number of condition tokens with another condition token or prepare 2 cards. Huh. Well, you really don't have anything to prepare. We don't have any condition tokens, right? I mean, you can prepare your hero card. You can either prepare that, or I can prepare both of mine.
You can prepare both of yours. My Warhammer's already
prepared. And you're good with being the stalwart defender on Bryn?
Sure.
Alright. So I'll prepare my wand and my empower ability. Cool. And then my second action, we're going to interact here and search the baubles. You find a small mirror whose reflection seems momentarily very backward. One hero may place their figure adjacent to any other hero and flip a card. So, all of a sudden, I'm over here. That was
Sounds
pretty
good
crazy.
to me.
That was actually pretty cool.
You gonna flip a card?
Yeah, but when it says, did it say may flip a card? And may flip a card, right? I don't want to flip a card because then I would lose my prepare token. I think I'm good. Yep. Okay, so that's our turn. Darkness phase. Here we go. Got any fatigue to discard? Nope,
Yep.
I don't either. No infections or terrors. Alright. Do you want me to kick open the door or do you want to do it?
You can kick the door open this time.
Alright, let me go ahead and do that. The door swings open, revealing a small barracks. Alright, so what do we have to prepare this time? We need 3A, 1 chest, 1 small table, and 1 staircase. Alright, so we got another staircase on this side. We got the room. Great job knowing exactly where that went. It's like you've done this before. We got the thing there, and we got the chest. Alright. Alright, so I kick open the door, right? So
Yep.
I'm going to take my second action. I'm going to go ahead and do my maneuver. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go ahead and search this bookshelf for my last action.
Table.
Or table. What did I say? Bookshelf?
Yeah.
On the table, we find a letter from Baroness Adeline and a correspondence map on the wall. Be on the lookout for an increase of the captivity. There are rumors that a powerful blood witch named Nick Kroll is performing strange rituals in the forest of Forthrin. I fear that she may be attempting to do. Any Uthlic sightings should be reported to me at once. I've asked our apothecaries to pass along the recipe for our Vigor Potion. I recommend having a ready supply. Glancing at the map on the wall, it seems covered in marks of attacks with a circle around a small portion of the woods nearby. Seeing them all together, the Uthlic forces have grown bold indeed.
Now
The recipes have been added to your inventory to be used later. Vigor Potion recipe. That'll be nice to be able to make this thing. You just found a consumer recipe. Recipes can be crafted from Frostgate using crafting materials. Crafting materials can sometimes be dropped by defeating enemies or from searching terrain. You can learn about recipes in the in-app rules reference or on page 27 of the Learn to Play. Underneath the stack of papers, you find a small key. Alright. That was my third action. So you want to come down here to this chest?
Sure.
Alright, so are you 6 spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, you can get all the way down there and then test your...
Yep, let's test what I need to test.
Alright, let's see what it is. I'm assuming it's going to be might.
Agility.
Uh-oh.
I've got a -1 on agility.
Me too.
So
A well-crafted lock holds the chest closed. You need to deft hand to manipulate the timbers and open the lid.
5.
-1?
4.
4, uh-oh.
Might take a couple times.
You were closer to opening the chest, but there's still some effort required.
Okay.
Alright, that was it. So let's end the phase here. No stamina to remove, no infections or tears. On to the hero phase. You want to try that again?
Yes.
Alright, test agility again. 4, so 3, because you're minus 1?
3, yep.
Uh-oh. Still nothing. Still close to the
Okay,
chest, but
let's
still
do it
requires some
again.
effort. So there's 4, and you got some advantage. You can place some fatigue on your guy.
Let's go ahead and do
Anywhere you want.
1 on each. No, let's do them both on my hero card here.
Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. Minus your 1 would be 5, right?
5, yep.
They have taken
Gain the following
No,
cards. 1 Warrior Breath. The following has been added to your inventory to be used later. It is 16 minerals from the Billowing Robes, 11 minerals, and 5 metal from the Glowing Core. So this is a 1 Warrior Breath. I have absolutely no clue what a Warrior Breath is.
Hopefully it's not,
You know what? It was crazy. It's actually the first card that when I was pulling through them that it came to.
hopefully it's not bad breath.
It's like morning breath.
Yep. So this allows me to focus or prepare 1 card and heal 1 health for each surge on it, and then discard all surge from it.
What? Do you play Surge on at the beginning?
It doesn't say.
For 1 action, focus or prepare 1 card and heal 1 for each. Oh, I see, I see. So if you have, like, let's say your fatigue, you have 3 fatigue on your character, right? You can focus or prepare 1 card. Okay? So if you, like, let's say you have 2 fatigue on your guy and you focus it, right?
Okay.
Focus it would be to, that's one of the symbols. Focus is the blue one. You can discard or reroll a die. So you can place a focus symbol on it. Okay?
Okay.
And then you would heal 2 health because you have 2 fatigue on it. Then you discard both your fatigue from it. This is a really good card, but remember, once you use it, it's gone.
Gotcha.
We definitely want to try to find the recipe for that thing, don't we?
Sure.
I think it'll be pretty important to find the recipe for it. Let's, before we move forward, because I'm a stickler on these kind of things, let's go ahead and make sure that bad boy card gets a sleeve. Now, here you go. If you want to go ahead and sleeve that thing there. Wonderful. You got 16 minerals from the Billowing Robes and 11 minerals of 5 metal. That's awesome. Underneath the chest, you find a small key. Alright, we got all keys. You found all the keys. You need to open the gate. Open the gate. Alright, so that was your 2 actions. You still have a move, right?
Yep. Let's get out of here.
You want to go ahead and move 3?
Yep. Please.
1, 2, 3. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move my 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to stop my turn right there. I'm just going to move up to the door. Give us plenty of time to be together when we go through this thing. Any fatigue on any of your cards? Might as well remove one. Then you probably want to get up here too, right?
Right.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And your turn.
Yep.
Or do you want to open the door? Probably want to remove your last fatigue before we find out what's in here, don't you?
Probably a good idea.
Alright, so I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to end my turn too. I don't want to prepare. Can't focus anything as an action. That'd be cool if you could.
Right.
Alrighty, so here we go. So, first action. Do you want to kick open the door or you want me to?
I'll do it.
Alright, so here you go. You can use the keys. Sliding the 4 keys in their respective locks, you hear a soft click. The gate swings open easily. Remove the gate. Alright, so this time we need 17A and 4 tall pillars. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 now. This comes with 4 tall pillars, so we've got what we need. Alright, so we've got the... There we go. So that's going to go right on top, just like so. Give it a little stability. Got the table in the middle. And we got 2 tokens on both of the sides over there. We got a Berserker. That was this guy. He's going to go here. Oh, we got another Berserker. This time we're using a different colored bottom. So this one's going to have the green bottom. Pops right on the bottom like so. Pretty easy to do. He's going to go right here. This one's green. The Uthuk standing near the shaking villagers, one looking out on the horizon as though waiting for a signal. Alright, so we got save the villagers. Alright, you went first. You opened the door, right?
Yep.
So, 1, 2, you can get up to either of these guys and take a swing if you want.
I'll go ahead and go after the green guy here.
Alright.
And I'm gonna flip my weighted warhammer over because I can use my token.
Alright, so your first action was to open the
Move.
door, second action was to move, and
Yep.
the third action take a regular swing.
Yep.
Oh wait,
With
you used your card.
With my warrior's blade,
okay. You used your
because we know well, no, I guess he's not weakness on that, but that's okay. Alright, so 3.
3 successes?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, the enemy's damage is permanently increased by 1 as his ability. Ooh, 8! He's not weak to that, but man, you just did... Oof, nasty. Alright, so I've got range 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go ahead and take a blast at that green one there, right next to you. Well, I'm not moving.
Oh, you're not moving.
I got range 4, and I got...
that's right.
Let me just double check line of sight here, which I'm pretty sure I do. Yep.
Most of the table.
The table does not block line of sight, so that's good. So yeah, I'm going to take a shot with my wand. And let's roll it up. I got 2 successes. 4 damage. Alright, and I'm going to take a second shot at him. So target it first. Green one. With my wand. Ooh, this is a good result. So we've got the success, so that's going to be 1 success. My surge is 2 success, and then I can spend 2 fatigue, or gain 2 fatigue, I should say, to make that 2 more successes, right? So 1, 2, that's 4 successes total. Alright, so let's see what happens. Bam! 7 damage. He dead.
Well,
Following has been added to the inventory to use later. 6 bone and some elongated claws. Remove the green berserker. Alright, so we killed him, and I've got my move action, right?
Yep.
So, let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get right there, and let's prepare to be able to rescue this survivor here, right?
Sure.
Alright. Darkness phase. I'm gonna remove fatigue. I got 1 on me. Alright, he attacks me. So he's gonna move 4 towards me. After the defense, Berserker shifts 1 towards and attacks a second hero if possible. So he's gonna attack me for 4. Let's see if I can block any of it. Ooh, I got 1 success and a surge. Do you have anything that your stalwart defense, because we're adjacent to each other?
During your or an adjacent hero's defense, add 1 star for 2 surge.
Yeah, that would give me 3 successes.
Okay.
I only surge you up twice, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then
So right there, I would only take 1.
during your attack or defense. Nope, that's mine. Nope, that's it.
Alright, well hey, that's helpful, because then I'll only take 1 damage for that. And then with my surge, I can shift a fatigue over. I'm going to move it over to my wand. And then he's going to move over to you and attack you for 1. So, or attack you. So for 4.
1 and a surge, so I can add. So I've got 2 plus another. During your attack or defense, you are adjacent to another hero. Add another one, so I've got 3.
Yeah, you're only going to take one as well.
Okay.
We came out pretty good on that attack. Alright, that Berserker howls, wide eyes gazing at Bryn with infallible rage. Alright, so you want to whoop all over this Berserker?
Yep.
You're attacking with your sword.
Yep.
Well, before you do this, you're almost fatigued out. Did you want to flip or prepare or anything, or just see what happens first? You might as well, attack him twice, because that's going to cost one of your actions. You won't be able to attack twice.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and see what happens here.
Oh, but if you do, then you can spend an action to move an attack. Either way, here we go. Just attacking with the blade.
2.
2 successes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 6 damage. Nice. You definitely do lots of damage. You're gonna do that again.
Sounds good.
Sword.
2.
Nice job. All the way down to 6 health. That's pretty nice.
Last
All right. So
one.
well, you only got 2 actions. Remember, you can move now.
Oh yeah, I can move now.
But
Okay.
if you take a maneuver, you only get 1 movement point because you're impeded by the villain. And you can't jump on the table for whatever reason, which I think would be cool. But
I'll just stay.
Stay there?
There's no point in moving.
sounds like a plan. All right, so serious. Let's look at something here.
Yeah, we haven't tried him with that. Maybe he's...
Yeah, here's the thing. This does a little bit more damage, so this could be a little bit better right now. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my prepare token. And I'm going to flip it over the staff, and I'm going to take and use my crook staff. Roll up my attack here. I got 2 successes. That should be at least 6
This
damage.
enemy's damage is permanently increased by 1.
Boom, 5 damage. He's not control of that. My second attack is going to be again with the crook staff. We're going to get 2 successes. And I may move a fatigue. Alright, so confirm, and boom, 6 damage. Alright, love it. He's dead. He dead. And then my other action is going to be a maneuver. I'm going to maneuver over to this one, just so that way you can get to there quicker.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, so end phase here. Alright, remove fatigue. I'm good. You're moved 1. Wonderful job. Alright. So, there's... Yeah, so what do you want to do? We got this table we can
I
interact
want to
with.
interact with the table first.
Sounds like a plan. The sturdy stone table is artfully carved. There is a small discarded journal and a collection of rocks and gems scattered on it. Do you want to read the journal or praise the rocks and gems?
Let's read the journal first.
You flip through the journal. It must have been left behind by some previous adventurer. Their observations are mostly personal, but a few things that put in mind the challenges that may lie ahead. Prepare. Alright, do you want to move up and then go ahead and take your second action to explore this? Then I can spend an action to do this, spend an action to do this, and then move.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good. I'll move up.
So that way we can kind of get the ball rolling and everything that's going on here. Test will, insight or will, which one you better at?
Insight is -1, will is +1, so I'm gonna test you.
Yay!
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and add a...
With a surge, you don't need to
Yeah,
use
I
a
don't.
fatigue.
Yep.
It's 5 total, right?
Yep, 5 total.
Alright. The chains hold firm. Uh-oh. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and do this table first. I'm going to praise the rocks and gems. You imagine the stone must have been gathered by someone before, but judging by a thin layer of dust on them, you doubt they're going back. Several of the stones could probably be used for crafting, and a few are likely fetch a decent price in gold. 5 minerals, 1 taros from the rocks and gems, and 87 gold. Nice. Pretty nice. Alright, so then I'm going to do my test here. A might or agility? This isn't good. We're testing the wrong things here.
Whoops.
I'm -1. Ooh, that's a darn good roll, though. I got a total of 5. I can fatigue up to make this 6, 7, 8, 9 success here. The chains fall away as the person rises. Thank you. Beware the strange magic of that blood witch. She's more powerful and more sinister than you can imagine. Her forces manage to ambush us in our field to broad daylight. They grow bold and dangerous. Discard the explorer token. Alright. Save one villager. And that be it. I can move, I guess, right?
Sure.
I'll go ahead and just move right there. See what happens. Darkness phase. Alright, we can each discard fatigue. Perfect. Do this again.
Yep.
Decide her will. You're gonna test me again, huh?
5, 6.
I think you're gonna get it here. The change released around the villager. He thinks you breathlessly. When they came for us so boldly, kidnapping us in the middle of the day, I thought we were done. The blood witch told the guard to keep a lookout for the red light. He points out in the distance. At that moment, we were able to sacrifice her strength and her power. Alright. We saved 2 villagers. Have the Uthuk captured other citizens? Brain asks urgently. Not here, I don't think, answers one of the villagers. But folks have gone missing more in recent days. Rumors said it's Uthuk, but I don't believe it until, well, now. With the path beyond you, clear of foes, you send the villagers towards safely, while you turn your attention onward. From the parapet, you see a bright red light flash in the dense woods. The thickness of the tall treetops obscures your view below. Whatever evil plot the Uthuk are working has taken effect. You look at each other. Now is the time to stand and fight. Frothrin is my home, my people, my land are in grave danger. Whatever is giving this evil such strength and brashness must be defeated. Is good of the... Bryn chooses...
People.
The people. It will take all my knowledge and insight to defeat this evil. If I succeed, my legacy will live on for... Ooh. The pages of history are the hearts of the lives we save. My legacy will live on in the pages of history. Alright, place tile 1B. The heroes may move from a higher level of lower ground without a stair present. However, a hero cannot move from lower to high level without a stair or unless specified and instructed to do so. You can learn more about moving between levels in the app rules reference.
Can you
Sight token.
Can you turn it so I can see how it's supposed to go? Whether it's supposed to go long ways? I think so, but I just
Yeah,
okay.
just right underneath. Yep, just like that.
Okay.
Alright, let's check the camera real quick, see how we're looking. Yeah.
Just for the moment.
Right? Alright, so we are standing on the precipice of this parapet, ready to jump down into the unknown below. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end this video. Be sure to check out the epic conclusion of the first scenario in Descent, Legends of the Dark. And this has been Will and Stacy from Mature Minded Gamers. Be sure to check out all of our other great content on MatureMindedGamers.com. We do video games, board games, and so much more. We'd love to have you join us. Talk nerds, talk Star Trek, talk Descent, talk video games, board games, whatever you want. Just join us, and we'd love to have you. But until next time, everyone, stay safe.